Listen, I know y'all probably wondering, girl, where you been? It's been over 2 weeks. Where's part dose of the episode reviews? Girl, I got a life. Let's just start with that. But I'm here today because I'm bringing you episode number 2. And I'm going to try to get y'all out at least 3 videos this week to make up for my time of being gone for 2 weeks. Let me let y'all know something. That damn double homicide video really is propelling your girl. And I can't say I'm mad at it. I'm a little mad at it, but I ain't like, you know, super mad at it, you know? So look at this. Look at this. Just notes and notes and notes. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna do a deep psychological analysis of the shenanigans that is Joseline's Cabaret, which is now going to be dubbed the Joseline the Musical. Um, we gonna dive into it. So let's go ahead and just skip all that and roll that intro. What's up, heifers? It's your girl Tiara Trachet. Hold on, I almost forgot the music. It is your girl Tiara Trachet, and you are now tuned into another episode of Mad About Tea. Hold on, hold on. Ain't nobody tell that music to be that doggone loud. Nobody. Nobody. But anywho, yeah, so you not tuned into another episode of Mad About Tea. Like I said earlier, we gonna get into the recap, the review of Joseline's good old Cabaret episode number 2. So it opens up with the recap of all the fights that took place in episode 1, which is going to be double homicide versus struggle row in the gang. But she ended up actually putting hands on Boss Tech. Then fight number 2, which has been the main fight of the series so far, Lucky versus Barbie. Barbie is the white girl. She is a confirmed white girl that likes to use the N-word because she grew up in the hood. Um, not that I'm assuming. It is said that Lucky came off of season 1 and she's returning. So, we got all that going on, and the whole time we got Joseline in this horrible music just going and going and going and going. This is why it's been dubbed Joseline the Musical, because Lord, every scene change, it's a Joseline song. And it's like, sis, we didn't want to hear it when you was on Love and Hip Hop. I don't want to come to Zeus and hear it. Put it away. Put it away. Seriously, seriously. Like, I've had freaking enough. And I won't stand for it. I'm not gonna take it. Anywho, so the aftermath of the fight, Barbie got tossed, which we already knew was gonna happen. I kind of already knew that was gonna happen because whenever there's a fight between a black person and a white person, I'm telling you now, I'm rooting for the black person. I don't care. No, Jake Paul versus Nathan Robinson or whatever that man's name was did not deter me. That's just my method. That's just how I live my life. Don't judge me. So, again, I'm looking down at my notes, so y'all gotta forgive me. They got into it, and this leads to Boss Tech and Big Lex getting into it over the double homicide comment, which we've already seen. So, I'll give it that the comment was a little bit rude, but at the same time, one more time I say, sis just had to, just should have saved that sob story for when it was just her and Jocelyn alone. Because when you announce those kind of wild, outlandish things, you open yourself up to that type of criticism. So honestly, Boss Tech fighting harder for Struggle Row than Struggle Row is fighting for Struggle Row. Like, doggone, Boss Tech, you got a stake in the matter? Was it your babies? Was you involved? I mean, I understand fighting for somebody honor when you feel like they can't fight for themselves, but there's only so much you could do. You're gonna jeopardize your opportunity to win this $10,000 and a trip to Vegas over something that somebody else got going on. That's not even your beef. So hands are thrown, wigs are snatched, so on and so forth. Regular, degular, hood booger shit. So, Boss taking the feelings because now she's out here looking like Ben Frank, nothing at the top, bundles at the back. And she's done. She's through. She said, "This is too hood for me. I came here with the prize money. $10,000 is nothing to me. I just came to kind of propel my stripping career. I ain't signed up for these shenanigans." Although, if you ask me, when you rah sis boom bye and you fighting for everybody, you kind of did. Just because now you done got your ass tore off the bone, that don't mean that all of a sudden now I'm classy, not trashy. Let that bull run past me. Oh, record deal. No. You signed up for it when you started trying to throw them bows based on somebody else's honor. She wasn't even throwing them bows, baby. She had them Mary J. Blige 3000 edition shades on, and she sat there with them chopped up, slopped up bangs, and she didn't do a damn thing when that girl was talking to her like she was talking to her in episode 1. So, y'all at the stripper ball, y'all supposed to be living it up and getting to know each other, not brawling for it all. But, Jocelyn went up there, talked to her, and was like, "Girl, don't leave. Get your hair fixed in the morning and be done. Get yourself ready for the trial or tutorial or the exercise, whatever they calling it. Tomorrow, start fresh, start new. Don't let that deter you." So Boss Tech say, "All right, I go get my hair done tomorrow. I'm cool. I'm chilling. I ain't gonna leave." Sock them tears up. She's done. So segue with more Joseline music. Woo! And Big Lex, Sapphire, Lexi Blow, which is another white girl. I really don't think she like full white. I think she's mixed. But she is very fair complected. But Lexi Blow and Lucky, did I say Lucky? Don't know, don't care. They all meet up and they talking about everything that happened the day before. And, pretty much everybody's like, that was a bunch of nonsense. And they was talking about how, they wasn't expecting Lucky to get in there with them hands and tear that girl up like she did. And she was like, "I feel bad because that's not what I came here for." They pretty much like, "Sis, you don't need to apologize because she's been antagonizing you the whole time you've been here," which is a fact. Barbie started out with a bunch of bull, talking to all the girls, calling her unlucky hustler, talking about they prostitution days when they was prostituting together and she was paying her man, but she didn't say man. She said, "You was paying my nigga." She said that, and she is white. I'm gonna put that out there. Yeah, she going all in on the girl, and from what we saw, from what was displayed to us, it was unwarranted. It was unprovoked. She came in on drama. She was on the bus on BS. So she just elevated it once she got in front of an audience because I guess she thought my bite ain't gotta match my bark if my bark is loud enough. Because season 1, apparently, Lucky was not much of a fighter. She kind of was bullied, and she thought that season 2 was gonna be the same. Lucky said, "Oh no, momotito. Let me show you how it's actually not. Let me stop you there." So they talking about it, and Lexi, Big Lex or Double Homicide, she, expresses to the girls that she kind of regrets making the double homicide comment, and she wanted to speak with Struggle Row in order to apologize to her because she felt like it was out of line to say. The girls agree with her, and they like, yeah, I think that's a good idea. That would be for the best, because we here trying to get this 10K. We ain't here trying to beef. So, y'all get together, y'all talk about it, y'all squash it. Cool. So, as they're continuing to talk, something just kept rubbing me the wrong way. Sapphire is the old woman of the group, and she just is going in and talking. And you know how when somebody talking and they trying to seem harder or cooler than what they actually are? I get those vibes from Sapphire. It's like she's trying too hard to relate to these younger women till she's almost coming off corny. If you get what I'm saying. It's like, okay, we get the lingo. We get you know how to throw a bow or two, but you ain't got to get hyped every time there's a fight. I mean, every time there's a fight, like Sapphire don't be involved in no way, shape, or form. She's somewhere in the corner going out to myself. I'm ready to go. Now I want to swing. I'm here for my sons. Girl, shut up. If you gonna swing, then swing. All this talking you doing is for the birds. Make it do what it do. Until then, sit back, sip on your Mai Tai, and be quiet. Watch the shit show like everybody else. You trying too hard to be seen. I just wanted to get that out the way. So, they move past that whole ordeal and move on to Joseline talking to her fiance, who had an issue with her jumping in the middle of the fight. All the fights that was going on last night. He was like, that's security's job. You supposed to be dictating from the background. If they can't get it together, we're going to have to find us a new security team. And I'm going to be hot next time it happens. But first of all, Joseline's fiance sitting there looking like Papi Chulo himself. And can we even really take him seriously? Like, bruh, you're sitting there with a luster silk. For those of you who don't know what a luster silk is, it's a bootleg Jerry curl. He has it going. And it's thinning. So, pipe down, brother. Just play the back. We hate to see them Jerry curl activator juices flying everywhere because you done got tossed up by security because you think you hard. Now, I don't know the man. I ain't trying to know the man. I'm just saying. So, that segues into Chanel, Boss Tech, and Struggle Row. They sitting down discussing everything that's going on. Now, at this point of the discussion, this is the next day, I'm assuming. Boss Tech sitting there with a cap on her head, which means she's still sitting there with her scalp exposed from the closure snatch that went on the prior evening. This is the time you're supposed to be going to get your hair did. You're sitting here talking about all the festivities. You got business to handle. You're here to be promoting your already established career. Why are you not doing it? Just keep that in mind. So Barbie joins the conversation, and they pretty much all knocking their heads together trying to figure out how they all got their ass beat collectively the way that they did. Because Boss Tech ran up like she was a bulldog and got towed down. Barbie, though she was snuck, got towed down. I don't know about you, but anytime I see somebody standing over me talking about some may I, do I have permission? My brain immediately goes to may you what? Let me get my stance. You won't get me. But see, she's sitting there popping all that yin yang and not paying attention to her surroundings. Ma'am, while you was trying to embarrass this young lady talking about how she's out here hoeing and so forth, you should have been checking your perimeter, and you wouldn't have got tore off the bone the way you did. So y'all go get that message to Barb because I think she needed it. So next time that happens, she'll be aware. Um, they all like, steady talking, and Boss Tech just give me this I'm too good for this type vibe. Look, there's other women that want to be there for this opportunity. Honestly, Boss Tech and Barbie give me this that type of vibe. There's other women that would have loved to be there, that actually needed this type of exposure, that actually needed this opportunity. And I feel like if you're gonna be sitting there talking all that, acting like you're too good for it, then what was the point of coming? Granted, it's a strip competition that's paying you $10,000. Y'all probably see that in a week. I don't know what y'all see. I'm not a stripper, but damn. Girl, go sit down if you're too good. If you're too good and you make too much money, then why you here? Because honestly, Zeus is a private network. This ain't like you on VH1. So you only exposed to the folks that bothered to put a membership or pay the membership. Let's talk about it. Um so where was I? What was I talking about? Yeah. We already talked about that struggle road, not saying anything, and getting tossed. So yeah, that's just my opinions on that. They feeling as though they don't need to be here, then don't be here, girl. Go home. So move past all of that. One thing that I have an issue with Struggle Roll, she likes to be a confessional thug. Confessional thugs are those people that get in the confessionals and talk that yang, but when you outside and it's going on in 4K in front of the cameras, that energy is not kept. So that go come back to bite her. Be warned. So they cut to Yummy and Miss Natural. Uh they talked about everything. I guess they just use that as kind of like a regrouping mechanism because they do this a lot. They pan to girls talking about everything that just happened as if you just didn't see everything that just happened like 2 minutes ago. And it's like the conversation's boring, sis. We seen the action. Let it go. So Lucky and Joseline start talking about everything, and Joseline then crowns her the bottom witch. Just swap that W out with a B, and you got what the title is called. And she said, I gave you that title because you showed restraint. When I told y'all to back up, you bagged up. You wasn't going upside that girl head like you could have been. So I'm giving you the title because you know how to obey. Pretty much, long story short. So her first assignment is to go tell all the girls, y'all need to get ready for the rehearsal. The rehearsal is pretty much just going to be the first time the girls actually get to demonstrate their skill set and what their dancing abilities look like. So you would imagine this is an important event in a strip competition. The goal is to get $10,000, like I said, and to get to Joseline the musical on stage. So important event. Be there or be square. Okay, that's what you would assume from that. Lucky goes and tells everybody else, but she assigns Sapphire to go tell Barbie and friends because, of course, Lucky and Barbie just got through throwing hands. Sapphire playing that I want to talk to her role, but it's like, sis, you ain't even really involved. You ain't got no stake in the matter. You don't even know Barbie. Just go give the message. You just want to be extra. So she go gives the message, and of course she trying to be all hard with it. eye roll. And she mentions that Lucky is the bottom witch. Barbie instantly has an issue with this. Apparently, Barbie, Lucky, and Joseline have a relationship outside of the show. They do know each other in real life. So they had beef prior to even getting here. So this is stemming from real life situations. And Barbie ain't too pleased or enthused with that. So they move on. Everybody going and getting prepared, putting on their best stripper gear to go to the rehearsal. And then we are greeted with yet another trash Joseline musical number. My lord. This is just one long, expensive ass Joseline music video. That's all it is. With a horrible script. That's what I'm getting. That's the vibes. They all show up and what do you know? Boss Tech is missing. Where is Boss Tech? Boss Tech is going to go do her hair. Remember when I told y'all that Boss Tech was down there with a baseball cap talking to everybody? Yeah. You missed out on the first rehearsal in a strip competition. Your first chance to actually show and prove what you working with, and you miss it to go get your tracks done when earlier you was bumping your gums talking about a bunch of nothing with three girls that you competing with who they happen to make it to the rehearsals. Oh, so one by one, everybody's dancing, they're doing their things, and furthermore, reiterate the point that I will not ever be doing a live review of this show due to the nudity. But what else do you expect? They're strippers, so they gon' strip. The soundtrack that we are blessed with is, you guessed it, a Joseline single. They couldn't even mix up the goddamn playlist. It was the same song repeatedly, and I hated it every time. So they start dancing on Joseline and doing all them other shenanigans, and they trying to keep up, but they'll never be able to compete with the body roll champ of the world. Okay, so they body rolling, they're doing these strange, extravagant things, and Johnson's supposed to be taking in the skill set. She trying to worry about which one she want to sleep with. It's like, girl, come on now, be professional, like you expected these girls to be. So it's winding down. It's getting down to Barbie, and the whole time she's a cooking and she's a brewing, cause she ain't really a dancer. She's made it known several times that she is a woman of the night, and she don't do no dancing. This ain't even her up her alley or her repertoire. Barbie throws a fit, and everybody's like, "Girl, go do this dancing." She throwing a fit, and she mad and throwing a tantrum because she didn't get to be the bottom witch, and I know you better than she know you, and she betrayed you in season 1. So why can't I be the bottom witch? And then Joseline just straight up goes, "Look, you could go last. Get yourself together. I chose her for a reason." So this about wraps up where the episode ends. Barbie is set to go last. And what do you know? Another fight breaks out, and they leave us on a cliffhanger. So there it is. We leave off with Barbie trying to go upside Lucky's head, and then they cut it off. You know how they used to do the classic Bad Girls Club fight montage. You kind of get some of that action. I will say this, as someone who formerly used to thoroughly enjoy reality television shows, It's draining watching this. It's like, girl, how much fighting can you do? How many times can you get toe up? I don't know. But she's managing it, and by all means. Ugh, with that being said, that's Joseline's Cabaret episode number 2 in a nutshell. I already watched episode number 3. I'm gonna start recording that right after I'm recording this, and y'all will get that sometime tomorrow night. So keep your eyes peeled to the streets. Um, as always, if you got content that you want me to review or videos that you want me to react to that are not copyrighted, you can always send them to my you are mad about tea at gmail.com, or you can simply tag me in the post or whatever the case may be at mad about tea on at mad about underscore tea on all the socials. And I haven't done my Twitter shout out yet. Have you followed me on Twitter? I highly doubt it. Y'all showing support on the channel. Now I need you to show support on Twitter. We'll work on me posting regularly on Twitter in a minute, but I need y'all to get there first. I cannot just be out here tweeting to no one. Come on. But yeah. As always, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, most importantly. Hit the notification bell too. I mean, why not? I'm trying to get in the habit of posting regularly, so be in the know when your girl posts. But in the meantime, and between time,